And we are live. Yes, we are. So it is the 4th of August, 2020 at exactly 6 o'clock. So we are just right on time. I was actually thinking that we're not going to be able to do it on time because both of us were having a bit of technical issue. But anyway, we're here. So far, we have got about 7 viewers, I think, or 5. Let me just check on my phone. It's my first time, guys, so you'll have to excuse me and you'll have to bear with me, but I have a very, very special guest. And I failed to mention that it is actually her birthday today. Can you believe that? So, a bit of background for myself. My name is Sheena. I am the person behind this page, Sheena Mendoza, and the person behind www.sheenamendoza.com. This series of interview, which is called Sheena Presents Business Journey, and the first one will be with Dr. UD, an NHS doctor. She is actually working currently as a doctor, and at the same time is a full business owner as well. So I'm so excited to welcome her, and we'll just quickly check who are there. So we've got few people watching already from Ireland. Daisy from Ireland. We've got Ati Jocelyn from USA. Maria Castro, Ranabir, Eliza from USA, and we've got Mayan from Worthing, UK. So thank you so much, guys, for supporting us in this journey. So, oh God, I'm so nervous. So without further ado, I am going to let Dr. Udi in. She is an NHS doctor. We've got Shakir from Saudi Arabia as well. So lovely. So Dr. Udi, can you hear me?
Yeah. Hello.
Lovely. Let's ask our friends. Can you see us, guys? All right, perfect. We have got about 7 viewers. So lovely. Yeah, they can hear us. Right, Dr. Yudi, happy birthday, first and foremost. Happy birthday, and thank you for gracing us with your presence today.
Thank you, Sheena. Thanks for inviting me.
I know. I couldn't believe you actually said yes, and it's your birthday. But hey, birthdays are for kids, they say.
Hey, let's talk business.
I know, right?
Right. When you finish enjoying the birthday, then you remember you've got business to do.
I know, right? Business runs in the background, you'll be fine. So, as we all know that in this business, we have different peoples from all walk of life. I guess what I want to know is, who is UD the doctor and what are you doing here in this business? Now, seriously, what is your background before doing this business?
I'm a girl. All right. Okay. So that's my branding. I'm a bit, a jovial person. And I believe life, we should take life lightly, not being so serious, especially at this time. So really my background is in terms of education. I've got the BSc degree in human anatomy. Then I moved on to do my MBBCH, that's in medicine and surgery. And I've got postgraduate certificates in leadership, simulation, health and well-being, medical education. And I moved on for another adventure. Another venture.
Are you married, Dr. Yudi?
Oh yes, to a lovely man.
And any kids?
Yes, I've got 3.
Wow.
3. My eldest is 10 years.
Oh, okay. I have one, and he's gonna be 4 in few days' time. He's just watching telly there in the lounge.
All right.
Not trying to disturb me yet. Anyhow, so being a doctor in the UK, how was the training getting into this business, and how did you even come across this business?
Okay, so that's a good question. So how I came across the business was that, during the pandemic, when the kids were at home, so I decided to take my annual leave that period. So we alternated between myself and my husband. So if you're on leave, then I work. If he's on leave, then he works, or if I was on leave. So during my leave, coincidentally, somebody sent me a request on Facebook asking for financial help.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and I don't know the person. Like, so that
They
got me
pick the
thinking.
right person.
Yeah, and I had people around me as I was watching the telly. People were losing their jobs as well, and I had close friends lost their jobs, and I was wondering how could I help. I couldn't teach them medicine. That would be another 6 years. A lot of money because people said, "Oh, you guys have still got work to do." Even though we were scared of going to work, at least we had jobs to do. But what else can you help people with? Because the resources were limited. And said, how can I help? So I now started searching. And this day, I just was lying on my sofa. Then I was always on the Facebook because I had nothing to do. I was on the Facebook. I was listening to Sky News or something. Then this ad popped up. And the lady said, "Oh, I am a nurse. This work in the UK. There is this opportunity." I'm like, wow, it's a nurse. So I now said, "This nurses are up to it again. What is she up to?" So I'm a bit curious. So I now clicked on the ad. And then when I saw what she said made sense, she referred to the pandemic. So I clicked on it and then I decided to speak to her myself. And then that's it.
You checked if she was a real person behind that ad, yeah?
Yes, and I went to her Facebook. I had to check her out, and I'm like, "Is this real?" And I called her, and I said, "Look, you said you were a nurse." She said, "Yes." I said, "I need your PIN. I want to check out that this is true."
That's a good one. That's a good one. So far, no one's checked my phone yet. Well, that is a good one. So yeah, a lot of people are wondering, you're an NHS doctor, you must be earning so well. Why are you doing an extra business? I mean, I get that question a lot, considering I'm just a nurse. Well, not just a nurse, but in
I'm just a
comparison, to
nurse.
being a doctor, not just a nurse. I'm so proud to be a nurse. So they have people ask you, why are you doing this business when you're a doctor?
Well, I guess that's a myopic way of thinking because even as a doctor, we have people that are entrepreneurs, they have landed properties, they're going to assets, they're going to shares. So it's a myopic way of thinking. And unfortunately, it's not for the doctors. I'm sure it's from the public that thinks doctors, they're not good at anything else apart from seeing patients. So they
I
limit
know,
us.
right?
Yeah.
You
And
skills as well on top of looking after patients.
yeah, and another thing also is that it's about the empowering. Like I said, my why was how can I empower people? What is there? And people are so scared on checking things out because those have lost their jobs. What's credible that you can direct them to? So it might not just be for the financial gain, but the empowering of people is what I looked at before I started.
Exactly. It's like this business is more of we are able to help other people, not in a caring aspect
Yeah,
of things. It's more of empowering them, showing them
yeah,
that there's actually something in this online business, and it's not just to be dreaded out and being like raised eyebrows about, isn't it?
yeah.
I mean, I
Because a
feel
lot of
that
people, there
way.
is a lot of scams. A lot of people think everything online is scam. So
I
when you
know.
say, "Oh, okay, I've done a due diligence, I've checked it out, and it's true," you're not like, "Okay, if you're saying so, then you've got something at stake, isn't it?" So if
It
she's
is.
saying, "Yeah, it is not a scam," then I'll just listen to it. So I've heard
So
people say, "You know what? I'm just listening to you because you're the one talking." But if you were not the one, then I won't even bother because there's a lot of scams, and I appreciate that.
exactly, because they trust us, isn't it? That's one thing that I think elevates our business. We have to have that connection. I know some of my business partners. I haven't even met them, but because there's that connection of trust, and that's always something when you trust someone, and
Yeah.
it's very essential in this type of business. I've got a very interesting question for you, Dr. Udi. So basically, I know that you've done your due diligence.
Yeah.
I did myself, but what sealed the deal for you? Because for me, I know I've watched the workshop, I've spoke with a lot of people, I did my research, but what actually stuck out for me is when my mentor said that actually, Inday, this is not a get rich quick scheme, but there is a great potential in this business if you put your heart and soul to it. What sealed the deal for you? That was what sealed the deal for me.
Well, what sealed the deal for me was that first of all, I must use this opportunity. I don't know if my mentor is watching, but I want to thank her for the patience. she had with me, because I now like, I need to know what I'm doing before I can even tell somebody. So I asked her all the questions in the world, and she was there for me. And that really sealed the deal, because there wasn't any loophole. You know, when people tell you something, then you go back and check, then there was a gap in what they said. So that was one of it. So I knew it was legitimate. And the second thing was the what should I call it? The joy in the community, the celebration. You know, we had so much going on in the world, where every station you tuned to had like bad news. But here, I went in, and then people were celebrating other people's success. Like,
I know, right?
the joy was so contagious.
I know this is unheard of, because normally in business there's competition.
Yes.
It's like you look at some other people and you feel bad for their success, but in here we rejoice for each other's success.
The joy was so contagious. And another thing that really sealed the deal for me was that the system was working. How did I prove that? Because if you have people, let's say by the time I joined, there were 42,000 people. And if 30,000, let me say, testifying or have something that is going on working for them, then that means that system is working. So if I am among the 10,000 or 5,000, then I should look inward to see what I'm doing wrong. So when I looked at it, it wasn't like 5,000 were coming to share their success story. Everyone was like, oh, it's working for me, it's working for me. So if that system was working, so I now said, I know that, why wouldn't it work for me as well? So I went in there saying, you know what, this system, if it's working for people, then it must work for me as well. And another thing, there were so many things. Another thing that sealed the deal was the fact that I knew that 90% was done for you, because I haven't got the time. So when I was told, and I saw it, 90% you don't have to do while you are sleeping, it's still going on. I'm like, wow, I'm not seeing that before.
And that is really true. We are testaments to that, especially when we work different hours of the day, isn't it?
Yeah.
So I understand you're married, a family woman. So how did you bring this idea to your husband?
Don't go there.
I think I know what you're going to say.
He said he was very skeptical. And he said, online, there's a lot of scam. That's a family money you're going to waste. and he was overprotective, which I understand. And he initially, he said, stay in medicine, what you know.
Stay in medicine. Oh my God, the same reaction as my husband.
Because my husband is medical as well, yeah. So you know, he said, don't mind this ones, you know. But I wanted to check it out for myself. Yeah, I now said to him, you know what, life is a risk. So risking, not checking, is a risk as well. So let me just go and check it. Yeah.
Amazing, because my husband was the same. He was very skeptical as well, but then he just let me be. But at the end of the day, they're going to be very protective, because they are our spouse, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. And what really got my husband as well, I'm proud to say that my husband joined. What got him was the joy. I was always happy. My husband said, I've never been seeing you so happy recently, because the joy, you just, even if, you know, my spare time, if like what I normally do on Facebook, so I now channeled it to a productive time now. So I will be seeing people's success, I will be smiling, and like, what's that again? Like,
I bet if he has joined the community, I'm sure he's going to be there snooping everyone else's success. And he's going to be happily shaking his head or nodding or celebrating.
I can see what you were seeing. I can see what you're seeing now.
Oh, that's amazing. That's really amazing. I hope in the near future I can get my husband in the community as well.
I had her.
He's going to get there. I'm sure of that one. So, speaking of you being so busy as a family woman, as a wife, as a mother, as a doctor, and now a very successful business owner at that, how do you do time management? How do you juggle everything?
Well, I think I want to say that it's about the support. So my husband is very supportive. Wow. So nothing has really changed for me, except one thing has changed, which is the time I now spend on Facebook with friends and family just chatting. I channel it to do something productive. That's the only thing that I've changed. My work is still the same. I'm still a wife. I'm still a mom. All those areas have to be taken care of. I still go to work, So it's just the time. And like I said, it's only 10% you have to do.
Yeah.
So it's just about you planning and say, this is what you need to know. And when once that is done, then everything else just follows.
And the thing is, if you're going to be in Facebook anyway, 24 hours almost, especially for people like me abroad, you might as well get nothing out of it, don't you?
Exactly. Yeah. You know when? But that's one of the things I told my husband that, well, I was going to be on Facebook anyway, looking at what people are doing. So what's changed? Is this what the only thing is that I've changed what I'm doing on Facebook, but I'm still on Facebook.
Yes.
So that's the only difference.
And the pocket and the bank account obviously is changing.
Yes.
Happier. Oh, crazy. Right. So I know that you've been very successful. How long have you been in the business, Dr. UD, if I may ask?
I'm going to 11 weeks.
Oh my God, this is mind-blowing. 11 weeks, people. How amazing is that? Amazing, amazing. I mean, I told you I haven't met Dr. Yudi in person. I was just stalking her in Facebook and in our community. And I was really amazed that she's been in the journey for really, really short time, and this amount of success she's having. How crazy is that? So this just really proves that no matter what's your status or what your background in life, you can definitely do this business. Having said that, what is the biggest impact you think that has happened because of you doing this business, not only to yourselves, but to the people who trusted you, who are continually trusting you in the business?
Well, I think, there is this popular saying, I can't remember who the quote is from. It says, your net worth is determined by your network. So where my network has increased, so I now have friends in Canada, I have friends in Sweden, I have you that I never knew before. I have friends all over, I have friends in the US, Now so we can just chat. And the ability to empower them, and I see them succeeding. Or even my mentor, she's so proud. My mentor is like, I've known her. Today she sent me a message like, it's like I've known you for years. That's how, that's the connection that it brings, and the fact that maybe I'm successful should give her a joy, because that's the joy of every mentor, to see your mentee succeed. So that's the same for me as well. So for my mentees as well, my joy will be them to succeed.
It's like you are mama, isn't it? It's like you're from all over the world.
Yeah.
I feel that way anyway. And it's like, I know I have my own success in the business, but when they succeed, actually, I'm prouder than that my own success. I don't know if you feel that way as well. It's just crazy.
I felt that way because at some point I was wondering, I said, because I came from a background, maybe I share a bit of a background where there's a competitive background in medical school, the medical school I went to, or maybe nursing school. You try to compete like in academics. I want to be the best. But here, even though you are different, everyone is celebrating you so much. I'm like, what is it that's celebrating?
I know.
We are
helping each other.
And then someone came into the community. Then she had about 30 people celebrating. She now sent me a text and said, was it me they were just celebrating? I said, oh, you're going to see about 100.
That is crazy. She was shocked.
She was shocked. So it's amazing. Yeah.
I wish other people can really get inside our community so they know what we're talking about. Yeah. I mean, just
that adds to your mental health, you see. That adds, knowing that some people don't have families, so that becomes a family to them. And when you are celebrated, oh my goodness, one of my mentees called me and said, oh, I'm feeling the heat. I'm being the one celebrating. Like, oh, yeah.
Oh my God, that is crazy. I can totally relate with that because I've come really close with some of our business partners, and they come from different countries, and the way we connect is just mind-blowing. And that even is different time zones. Some of us are awake 3, 4 o'clock in the morning just to support each other. How amazing is that? Where can you
Exactly.
find this
And
kind
then
of
another fascinating one is that I'm saying good evening, and then someone is saying, "Oh, good morning." I'm like, "What?" He said, "Oh, it's just 7 o'clock."
That's true. Dr. Yudi, I'm going to ask you this question, and I know it may sound like a cliche. Where do you see yourself in 5, 10 years down the line?
Oh, um, well, that's a big one. I think for everybody, you should have a bit of self confidence and self worth. So I'll say I'll
Definitely.
see myself at the peak of this business and in the peak of my career. Yes.
Amen, girl. Well, I'm asking because actually, most people probably don't realize that in this business, we can even give this as legacy to our children.
Oh yeah, when I'm spending time with my daughter, she was my business partner before my husband came on. She knows, like, oh, that's it. My husband said,
They're going to be inheriting this. I was telling my
yeah,
husband that I don't have anything to give to Miguel, but now I have something to give to Miguel. This is
yeah,
going to be his if he wants to, isn't
yeah,
it? It's going to be
yeah,
established by the time he wants it. So yeah,
exactly.
and there's no other way but to only go up.
Yes,
I
exactly.
think
And
that.
I saw one lady, the daughter, when she was saying the daughter has got her degree, and then the daughter is in the business. That was a proud mom moment. And I look at
Oh,
that, I'm like, oh yeah, that was really good to leave a legacy for your child.
say hi to Dr. Yudi. Say happy birthday to Dr. Yudi first. Happy birthday.
Hello.
Say happy birthday. Oh, hi. Mama will
Make
be
a
doing.
business partner very soon.
Mama is just doing interview. Yeah,
Don't worry.
he's finished his program, so he just wants me to change it. So,
Okay.
you've been in the business for quite really short time, actually. Do you have favorite moments or favorites? Because I know it's very difficult to pick one or two in this business. Really, really difficult. Wait a minute now.
You mean moment?
Your
I didn't get the
favorite.
question.
Go there. Go.
Then what I like about it?
Yes.
Mm. Uh, I like the empowering part of it. Like we discussed, I liked to see people empowered. So I like the mentoring part of it. Yeah. And I like the fact that also you're getting something out of it.
I know, right? This is non-stop learning. I was just saying, I realized that when I was doing my nursing, for the last 4 years of my life, I was just studying and paying. Here, I'm studying, learning new skills, but at the
Yeah.
same time, I'm getting paid for doing all those.
Yes,
Where would you
exactly.
get that?
That's it. Yeah. And another thing is that my mentor, I would still refer to, had really good patience with me. And she was like, oh, can you screenshot it to me? I'm like, what's that? I don't know how to screenshot. I said,
You
tell me
learn.
something about the patient. I would do it. I don't know how to screenshot. But
Well,
yeah,
that's the beauty. We all can learn, isn't it? Because we've got
yeah,
step
yes,
video trainings, we've got
yes,
unlimited mentorship, we've got even we can reach out to our coaches, and we can
yes,
reach out to different business owners.
yeah.
So
The
really, this is
one-on-one mentoring is really great. The one-on-one mentoring. Yeah.
I know that is just crazy. So, Dr. Yudi, I'm sure I have got loads of ladies who are already entrepreneur and are amazed by your success. We've got Frail from USA. We have got Ida. We've got Selvi. We've got Jose all the way from Canada. We've got Annalie. We've got Jocelyn, we've got Donna Riza, and Donna is all the way from Dubai. Cherry
Wow.
Lou, all the way from Germany. Christina is all the way from British Virgin Islands. Mama. Yes, Anna. And we've got Miguel, who is my boss. Which
Is that
one?
your boss?
Yeah, this is my
Okay.
boss. 1 second. Wait a minute, knock knock. Oh my God. Go.
That's a mompreneur moment.
Yeah, that is mompreneur moments. And that's it. We can always do this any time of the day and
Yeah,
side by side with our family.
yeah.
So as I was saying, we've got loads of entrepreneurs. Do you have any tips that you can share? Seeing you're very successful in just a short period of time. What is your secret sauce, Dr. Yudi?
Well, I would say, first of all, I would say God. Yeah,
Always.
always. And then the next thing would be the confidence. Be confident in yourself. Because I've got people like now coming and say, "Oh, I'm not sure it's going to work for me." I'm like, "Why wouldn't it work for you?" Because already when you're starting from a negative, you'll never see anything good. So
Definitely.
you come in saying, if it's work for one person, I'm going to be that one person is going to work for. And that changes your mentality because life is about viewing like a glass of water. Sometimes half glass of water. Another person will say that glass is half filled, and another person will say it's half empty. And that perception changes everything.
Definitely. All
Yes.
about perception and mindset.
Yes. So believe in yourself that you can do it, and the training. Don't assume, just go through the training. That training now gives you confidence because if you're not trained, then for someone like me, if you don't sound confident in what you're telling me, then I can't believe you.
True, true, definitely.
Yeah.
That's wonderful. I'm sure, guys, we need to take in everything that Dr. Yudi has said because we want to be successful as well. Anyhow, Dr. Yudi,
Yeah. What
sorry.
you call success? I'm not sure what you call success because I'm sure there's loads that have gone skyrocketed past me in the community.
Well, you're the apple of my eye at the moment, so I'll be looking up to you. No, Dr. Yudi. So in the past, what, 3, 4, 5 months already, we've been in this very, very challenging situation of this pandemic. What do you have to say about how it changed the perhaps traditional business, if you've known anyone doing it, and especially to us doing this online business? How did it impact us?
Well, the online business, I've always admired. I have loads of friends that worked from home, so I've always admired them because I don't have that privilege of working from home initially. In terms of my job, you have to see patients, so you have to physically go in there. But I had colleagues that are lawyers that every time I called them before the pandemic, oh, I'm working from home today. I go in once. I'm like, oh, girl, you enjoy. Then they
Wow.
have time to go to see their kids in school, pick them up. But I don't have that luxury. Or I did. Yes, I still don't have that luxury yet. So working from home, it's really, really good. The online space, if you really find a good business, because it's not all that some people have tried things that didn't work. But if you find one that works, because if I were to do maybe like in my spare time, when I wanted extra cash, I'll just go in and do some extra shift. But then I have to look for a nanny.
Of
I have to
course.
wait until when my husband is off. I have so many things at stake before you can do that. But now I don't have to go do anything extra. I'm just at home. So it's just as me being off and staying at home with the kids. That's what I'm doing. So if you can move your business online, then that would really, especially now, that will really help from what I can see. Yeah.
Definitely, definitely. I mean, I've just been lucky as well that I'm on this business now because for the past, since December, actually, I've not picked up a single shift for agency work. Whereas before, on my days off or my nights off, I'll be doing agency shifts as well. So this business is just very timely on this global pandemic. Oh my God, we've been 29 minutes. So, Dr. Yudi, do you have any final words for our viewers or those who are going to be watching this after our live show? Those who are actually aspiring to go online, to start something, not even just online business. What do you have to say for them? Any words of encouragement?
Well, I would say believe in yourself and find a system that works because it's very traumatic. So I've had the opportunity now to speak to people So I've had somebody, a gentleman, saying, I've done so many things, I've done so many things, I've done this and that. It hasn't worked out. I've gone to shares, it's plummeted. I'm really, really discouraged, you know. So there's things that don't work. But if you see one that works, and you also have to appreciate those people from that background that, you know, it's not been fair. So when you even tell them something, they don't believe anything can work. See,
Of
so
course,
I believe
yeah, you
that
get those people.
yeah, I believe also is that don't allow your previous experience to ruin the future. Just check it out. Check it
Definitely.
out first and do your due diligence. When once you're happy, then follow your heart.
Definitely. On that note, would you like to invite our viewers for our live workshop tonight,
Oh
or
yeah,
later tonight for us in the UK?
yeah. So yeah, it's a good place to hop on. We have a live webinar and there's a replay. You can either check my and see it for yourself. You know, I tell people don't believe what I say, because when you tell them what's a webinar, they're like, oh doc, just summarize in 10 minutes. I'm like, look, you need to see it for yourself. What if I'm telling you, if I'm a good marketer, I'll tell you. I said, if I'm a bad marketer, I have got something good, but because I don't know how to market it, you lose it. But if I'm a good marketer, I don't have anything good, but you follow me. Just go and spend the time. And then the lady was laughing. She said, that's a good one. So go and check it for yourself. Spend the time, listen for yourself, and then you will see if you connect. Once you connect, then you see this is for you. As far as it's working for a lot of people, it should work for you. So you're welcome.
Thank you so much, Dr. Yudi, and thank you. I know I said we're going to do 20 minutes, but with 30 minutes, it's your birthday. It's okay.
Okay, no problem.
Thank you so much, and lovely meeting you in person, well,
Thank
virtually
you.
in person. I hope to see you one day.
Yeah.
I'll be cheering you as usual, and I'll be secretly or outwardly cheering for you. And hopefully, I think you're going to be a coach in no time. I'm sure of that.
Fingers crossed.
She celebrated her second major milestone. So, round of applause, girl.
Thank you. Thank
Right.
you. Thank you
We
so
are
much.
going to leave you and love you guys. And hopefully, please do register for a live workshop tonight. As Dr. Yudi said, don't trust what I say, because I might be telling fibs, or I'm just going to be a rubbish marketer and that you won't appreciate what's going to be inside. Or I'm really good at marketing it and then it's really rubbish in the inside. So please do watch it. Check it out for yourself. Check it out at www.ejconsultancy.com for Dr. Yudi. And for myself, it's www.sheenamendoza.com. And for our live viewers, thank you for watching us. And for those who's going to be watching this later, please comment #replay, and we shall see you for the next time. And again, this is not to brag. This is to inspire and empower all of you.
Yeah.
Right.
Thank you so much.
Dr. Yudi, thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Sheena. Bye.
Bye.